My top five centers were at number four. And this where it's going to get kind of tricky for some of y'all. Y'all going to come at me and like, E, what the hell are you talking about? And I'd accept that. I'm going to read off a few stats to you. Let me get my stats stuff together. 15 All-Star appearances. 23.7 points per game, 10.9 rebounds. Three-time NBA champion. Four-time NBA champion. The number one pick in the 1992 NBA draft. Second pick was Alonzo Mourning. The third pick was Christian Laettner. E, who are you talking about? Shaquille Rashawn O'Neal. What? Is what some of y'all are saying. How is he number four? When I break down my next three, you'll be like, okay, I see how he can go there. And don't get it twisted. Of our time, there was no one more dominant than Shaquille O'Neal when he put his mind to it. Emphasis on put his mind to it. One of the things that kind of soured me towards the big fella, I got hurt on company time, so I'm going to have surgery on company time. That was after the Lakers three-peated against the New Jersey Nets. Shaq decided to have surgery, I want to say around training camp, didn't come back till around Christmas. And the Lakers finished the season 50-32. You say, that ain't bad. When you have won 67, 58, 56, something like that, 3 years in a row, 50-32, and they scratched and clawed to get the 4 seed. They lost to the Spurs in the conference finals. And I'm sitting there like, Shaq, if you had came back, if you had got that surgery that summer, you would have rehabbed, probably been ready by training camp. But he didn't. But I'm going to focus on the positive. The big fella was an animal, as Greg Oster had. As Sean Bradley, I'm sure he felt it once or twice. But I couldn't put him in my top three because I don't think Shaq dominated consistently. And I'm not going to count those last few years with Cleveland, Boston, and whoever else he tried to play with to continue to get a ring. Because it definitely wasn't about money with the big fella. I mean, you see him on commercials now, you're like, oh, damn, Shaq, you on everything? I didn't know brother swam with sharks. Shaq stays relevant where there's car insurance, the general, icy hot or whatever he's using, he stays relevant. But he just couldn't crack my top three. And when I tell you my top three centers are, starting tomorrow with number three, you'll be like, okay, I see it. But as far as I was able to see, no one was ever as dominant as Shaq. I'm going to take you back to the 2000 NBA Finals. Shaq had, I want to say, was it 2000? Yeah, 2000 when they played the Pacers. He had 2 or 3 games in a row where he was giving them 40 and 19, 40 and 20. He was killing Rick Smith, Dale Davis, Antonio Davis. Whoever you put out there, he put it on. He tried to foul him. He go to the free throw line 40 times. Of course, he didn't make over. He made 50%, but that's what he did. And a couple other things about Shaq that kind of, rubbed me the wrong way. I make free throws when they count, but doggone the Shaq, they all count. And a team cannot foul you late in the game if you don't miss your free throws early in the game, and then you say, well, I made those. I get it. If that's what makes you feel better, I get it. But as a competitor, that's just like me missing 7 3-pointers in a row, and we're down by 2. And I hit that last one to win the game. It's like, I made the one that counted. They all counted. Had I not missed 7, we wouldn't have been down 2. You see where I'm going. But Shaq is Shaq. That's my computer. Make sure my virus is up. Forget it. You heard the noise. Forget it. It's not part of this. But Shaq is Shaq. Shaq can see this and be like, oh, I don't know. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Look at it. He's a skinny kid, barbecue chicken. But the big fella just couldn't do it. I mean, he dominated Chris Dudley, Brad Miller, Ostertag. I left key names like Zoe, Pat Ewing. Even that, well, let me take that back. He did baptize the Admiral in the All-Star game. But you see what I'm saying? Shaquille O'Neal was the most dominant force I ever saw. And when I say dominant, I mean physical. Dominant doesn't always factor into, well, let's put it this way. We don't always factor in dominance with a certain finesse. We always, a lot of people put dominant with physical attributes, being able to run somebody over. Shaq did that. And when he was on his game, when Shaq was in shape, he did it. I mean, and I use the word in shape somewhat loosely. I think that was part of the reason him and Kobe had beef. I mean, Kobe's workout regimen is legendary. Shaq, he always came off as a guy, well, I'm bigger. As long as I'm bigger, you can't stop me. I don't need to work on this. I don't need to work on that. But last but not least, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Shaq should have been the first unanimous MVP choice. Steph got it, but the year Shaq won that MVP with the Lakers, they went 67-15. Everybody voted for Shaq except one person. Don't know who it was. They voted for AI. AI deserved he deserved some votes, but that year, it was like Chance the Rapper. You don't want zero problems with me, man. So there you have it. My number 4 center, Shaquille Rashawn O'Neal out of LSU by way of San Antonio Cole. There you have it. You can check me out tomorrow. I might give y'all 2 centers tomorrow, just to kind of speed the process up with NFL training camp and all that good stuff coming up. So stay tuned. Tomorrow, I'm going to make you guys feel good.